The Airman's Creed declares and tells us that we are first airmen and second warriors. And I like to think that what that might mean is that we might have to take matters into our own hands. SERE is to survive, evade, resist, and escape. The essence of SERE is to be able to take care of oneself when there may not be anybody else out there to take care of them. We want to see somebody that is confident, capable, and knowledgeable about every environment in this world and every situation, and be able to thrive in that environment despite the odds, despite the temperature, despite the threat of captivity, and return home with honor. Well, one of the training events that we hold for survival training is combat-oriented, combat survival. So we throw them into a combat simulated environment, which usually includes some form of a threat. And as we know in our asymmetric battlefield today, that often means hostage. And so we put them into a mini exercise where they have to draw on their basic survival needs. They have to draw on their capability to elude the enemy, to communicate with friendly control. And that can often be difficult, especially if the environment itself is more dangerous than even the enemy that might be there.
Right now we're making our way to our pickup point. Hopefully we're on time. We think we are. We're pretty sure we're in the right place. We've got the GPS coordinates at the ready. Right now we're just gonna make sure that we're safe in our hold-up site. We're gonna put a signal out and hopefully get rescued by good forces here in a minute.
Well, our aircrew are flying overseas on a daily basis, and often that means that they're over treacherous waters, cold waters, rough seas, high winds. We aim to ensure that our training is as hands-on and experiential as possible. And what that means is we bring them out to the Delaware Bay. We're fortunate to have this environment here to allow them to experience it hands-on.
Started off with some classroom academics before coming out here. And then once we got here, we pretty much covered every single phase from the initial entry into the water, how to get into the raft, how to survive in the raft, especially for long periods of time, and then eventually how we would get picked up either by a helicopter or how to make landfall if we were to come up on land while we were in the raft.
We could set them in front of a PowerPoint, we could brief them all day, but in reality, the temperatures of the water might be 50 degrees, and if they're just wearing a flight suit, the odds are against them. They may only last, they're only expected to last possibly an hour or less. And so it's paramount that they know how to use their equipment, that they know where it is. I think that that experience is really what they bring away from this is just the rigors of this environment, how to push through, how to survive. And that's really the difference often between someone who survives and someone who doesn't, is that mental fortitude. That's what SERE is all about.